Today we're going to have a little look at what another one of my spiders has done, because I've had another one molt, so that's 3 in the last week for me. I think the tarantulas like the new house. And then we're going to take a look at one of the cutest snakes in my collection and probably in the world in most people's eyes. And we're going to talk a little bit about how to look after them, their setup, and my one I've got. So let's take a look at how my lady's doing, because she did molt for me last night. I'll put some photos in for you. I didn't get to film her as I just got in from work last night when I found her. So I'll put some photos in. I got some amazing shots of her last night, and we'll have a little look at her now, and then we'll start talking about the one we're going to have a look at today. See if any of you guys can work it out in the description. No cheating, no scrolling along. So yeah, drop a comment down below and see if you can work out what snake we're going to look at today. No cheating. And yeah, let's have a look at Minnie Moo, shall we, guys? Bear with me while I flip the camera around. Unfortunately, guys, I got to have the flash on because she's decided to hide right at the back of her burrow. Don't worry, she is okay. She doesn't look it, but she is. She moved as I opened the door. But that is what she did for me last night. I love the fact you can see right into the fangs. You can see right into all her legs. I also got, so she is female. We've got her hood here. So you can see her eyes are on there if my phone focuses. Yeah, there we go. Also can see into her webbers there, which I thought was amazing. I don't usually get a nice abdomen sac on mine because they usually tear them up. But she is female. I'm not 100% sure how I can tell, but it's something to do with the region in here. But a friend of mine has confirmed she's female. I will look into a little bit more detail on how I can sex spiders because I need to work out how to do it. But yeah, if I flip it over for you guys really gently, you can see her fangs as well. It's incredible. But yeah, she's hiding at the back because she's sulking. Anyway, guys, so I'm going to put a couple of clips of when she was molting in for you guys. And now let's talk about who we're going to talk about today. So guys, for those of you who know my setup, you've probably worked out where I am in the collection and whose tanks I'm sat in front of. So if any of you didn't work out who I'm going to talk about today, we are looking at the hognose today. So this is my Western hognose titch. He's gorgeous. So, hognose snake, I'm just going to quickly talk about the hognose and then we'll go on and talk about titch a little bit. So there are several different types of hognose. I have a Western. There are also Eastern, which get a lot larger than Westerns. So the Western hognose stays quite small. Males will get around 2 foot, whereas females get around 4. Their lifespan is about 18 years with good care. Titch is 2. I've had him since he was a baby. I think he's about 2 or 3 months old when I got him. Obviously, like I said a minute ago, females get larger and they get a lot more body weight to them, whereas males stay a bit thinner, like Titch. He's also a really fussy eater, unfortunately. So they like quite a warmer setup. So they like about a 23 to 28 degree cool spot. So Titch's cool spot is on this side of the tank, which is where I found him this morning, which is where I find him most mornings. And then his hot side is over this side. So his hot side runs from about 31 to 33 degrees. There is a slight dip at night, because obviously the temperature change would be a dip at night anyway. We just run on the thermostats on the back. At some point I will put it all forward and I can kind of show you guys the back of my setup, but at the moment it's a mess. I haven't been here very long. So hognose snakes are a burrowing snake, hence he's got his little burrowing nose. Haven't you, baby? We're gonna focus. He is very curious. What is your lip caught on? Is it just the way you're sat? Yeah, it is. There we go. Yeah, it's just don't worry about his lip though, guys. It's just where I've got clammy hands and his skin's catching and pulling. But he hasn't got a dodgy lip. He's just catching on my hand where I'm sweaty. So they are very personality little snakes, as I call them. They are quite, how do I say this? An active kind of snake. So they're not, you don't see them often, but their defense mechanisms are very active. So whereas like a ball python curls into a ball for a defense, what these guys do as their defensive ploy is they'll hiss. So that's to imitate venomous snakes, cobras, because they hiss a little bit. Also imitates the sound of a rattlesnake's tail. They will also then flatten their heads out. He won't do it because he's docile and I'm not going to annoy him, but his head will flatten out. They use their ribs along their neck to flatten it out along here, and then they'll puff up like a cobra, and that's to obviously imitate a cobra as part of their defense. They do bluff strikes, so they'll just sort of lunge at you. He's only ever done that to me a couple of times when he's in a really bad mood. And then their last defense mechanism is to play dead. Usually they completely flip upside down, open their mouths, hang their tongues open, and then they can musk as well, so they smell dead. He's never done it, and I'm not going to wind him up to the point he does it, because that's not fair. I don't like winding any of my animals up at all. He is beautiful. So, my little ditch. I got him in May of 2017 from my local pet shop. His old tank used to be that one. He was that tiny. He was about the length of my finger when I got him, but the width of my little finger. He was tiny. He is a very inquisitive little snake. If you can tell, he sort of follows my eye or the camera, depending on what she's noticing. He will quite happily sit along his tank of the evening and watch telly. He's a very bizarre little snake, but I love him. So he eats fluffy mice at the moment. He is going back onto food. He is a notoriously fussy eater, being a male, so goes on and off of food. Not often, but I'd say once a year, once breeding season comes around, he is starting to switch off food, which is fine, as long as he doesn't lose any weight, but he is eating again. See, we're going to try and burrow into my hand. He's a monkey. What are you doing? So yeah, that is Titch. Right. There's a little bit of a misnomer as such with hognose. They are deemed as a venomous snake. There's been lots of research into that over the last few years. It's not venom as such. So they have what's classed as a mildly toxic saliva that is secreted from a gland right at the back by their back teeth. It is not a venom gland. It is a modified saliva gland, and the saliva is just slightly toxic. Several colubrate snakes they've worked out do have this. It is only dangerous if you're allergic to that saliva, and then you go into anaphylactic shock. I've never known anyone to. I've heard of people getting bit by them and just having a little bit of localized swelling, but not a lot, kind of like you would from a bee sting. But yeah, they are not nasty, venomous giant snakes. They don't have big fangs, nothing like that. They're adorable. So we're gonna put him back. I'm gonna show you his setup a little bit, as it is my favourite setup. And then, yeah, watch him disappear, and I probably won't see him till next feeding day. Because he did eat on Sunday, because you're a good boy, ain't you? Right then. Say bye then, because we're gonna put you back. So, this is Titch's setup. I've shown you it before. He's got a coconut there he can bury into. He's got another one hidden back there. He's got his shell there. He's got lots of plants that he climbs through. He's got that little log. I feed him off of this log. His pinky goes there, and then he's always fluffy now. And then he's got a little plant there, and his little water dish. He doesn't bath. They don't like a high humidity, so they don't need it. But let's pop him back and see what he does. Come on then. I'm gonna disappear. Bye bye. Off he goes, and he's gone. But yeah, that is Titch's setup. I love his setup. This will probably do him for the rest of his life. Oh, and he's climbing up the back a little bit, and he's off again. He probably will never grow out of this setup. He will keep this. I love it for him. He's got nice deep substrate so he can bury. and I do want to go girly for him. But yeah, that is Titch for you guys. Right guys, that's the end of the vlog for today. I hope you enjoyed seeing Titch and the little update on Mini Molten. Take care. Thank you for watching. Give us a like and a subscribe if you like the vlog. Next vlog will be out Sunday. I'm going to keep it on Sunday and Wednesday from now on. So yeah, take care guys. Remember, smile. It's contagious. Have a good day guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.